Stop. Before you scroll past this, I need to tell you something that might change the next 20 years of your life. What I'm about to share could be the difference between watching your memory fade away and actually getting it back. Between squinting at faces you used to recognize and seeing them crystal clear again. And it all comes down to something you're doing wrong every single night without even knowing it. I'm Dr. James Coleman, and I've been practicing medicine in America for over 30 years. I've worked with thousands of seniors, and I've seen the same pattern over and over again. People walk into my office worried sick. They can't remember names anymore. Their vision gets blurry by mid-afternoon. They wake up and it takes 10 minutes just to see clearly. And they all ask me the same thing. Doc, is this just what happens when you get old? And here's what I tell them. No, it's not. Let me share something with you that most doctors won't mention. A recent study in the Journal of Nutrition and Healthy Aging found something shocking. Over 92% of adults over 65 are missing at least one critical nutrient that their brain and eyes need to repair themselves while they sleep. Not during the day, at night. While you're supposed to be healing, your body is starving. That's why you wake up tired. That's why your memory feels foggy. That's why your eyes burn after just a few minutes of reading. But here's the good news, and this is why I need you to keep watching. There are 4 simple juices made from everyday foods that can actually reverse this damage. I'm not talking about expensive pills or complicated treatments. I'm talking about real food, prepared the right way, taken at the right time. And the results I've seen in my own patients have been nothing short of incredible. Before I show you what these juices are, I want to ask you a quick favor. If this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. It helps more people discover this information. And honestly, this could be the most important health decision you make this year. Now let me walk you through exactly what's happening inside your body right now and how these 4 powerful juices can turn things around. Starting with one you probably already have in your kitchen. The first juice might surprise you because it's so simple. But don't let that fool you. Carrot juice is one of the most powerful natural medicines for both your eyes and your brain. And most people over 60 are missing out on it completely. Here's why it works. Carrots are packed with something called beta-carotene. Your body takes that beta-carotene and turns it into vitamin A. And vitamin A is absolutely essential for keeping your retina healthy. Your retina is the part of your eye that lets you see in dim light. Without enough vitamin A, those cells start to die off. That's when you get night blindness, blurry vision, and dry, tired eyes. But that's just the beginning. Carrot juice also has 2 special compounds called lutein and zeaxanthin. These protect the macula, which is the center part of your eye that gives you sharp, clear vision. These compounds don't just stop damage, they actually help your eyes recover from years of screen time and sun exposure. Now let's talk about your brain. Carrots contain something called falcarinol. It's a natural plant compound that protects your brain cells and reduces inflammation in your brain tissue. A study from 2021 in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience tested this. They had seniors over 65 drink carrot juice every morning for 8 weeks. The results, a 13% improvement in memory recall. That might not sound huge, but think about it. That's the difference between forgetting where you put your phone and actually remembering what you ate for breakfast. That's the difference between blanking on a friend's name and having it come to you instantly. Here's the trick though. Carrot juice is fat soluble. That means your body needs a little bit of healthy fat to absorb it properly. So when you drink it, have it with something like a teaspoon of olive oil, a handful of walnuts, or even just a slice of avocado toast. My recommendation? Make it fresh in the morning. Use 2 or 3 medium carrots. Peel them, juice them, and add a slice of ginger or a squeeze of lemon if you want some extra flavor. Drink it with breakfast. When your body gets that fuel first thing in the morning, your eyes wake up, your mind sharpens, and everything just feels different. But here's what I want you to think about. If one simple juice can do this much for your memory and vision, imagine what happens when you add the next one. And trust me, the second juice is even more powerful. especially if you've been dealing with brain fog or poor circulation. It's bold, it's deep red, and it works fast. Let me show you. Okay, let's talk about something most people don't connect: blood flow. You probably don't think about blood flow when your memory starts slipping or your vision gets blurry. But you should, because without strong, steady circulation, your brain and your eyes are literally being starved of oxygen. And that's exactly where beet juice comes in. Beets are rich in something called dietary nitrates. When you drink beet juice, your body converts those nitrates into nitric oxide. And nitric oxide does something amazing. It tells your blood vessels to relax and open up. That's called vasodilation. When your blood vessels widen, more oxygen-rich blood flows to your brain and your retina. And that oxygen is what these organs need to repair themselves, especially at night. A study published in 2020 in Nitric Oxide Journal looked at adults over 60 who drank beet juice every day. After just a few weeks, they had significantly better blood flow to the frontal lobe. That's the part of your brain that controls attention, decision-making, and short-term memory. And it didn't just show up on brain scans. These people had faster reaction times, better focus, sharper thinking. In your eyes, nitric oxide protects the tiny blood vessels in your retina. It helps prevent the kind of damage that leads to age-related macular degeneration. A 2019 study in the Journal of Ocular Pharmacology and Therapeutics confirmed that beet juice helped people maintain retinal thickness and reduce oxidative stress as they aged. But here's what I love most about beet juice. It works fast. Unlike some nutrients that take days to build up, nitric oxide starts working within 30 minutes of drinking the juice. That means sharper focus, better blood flow, and clearer vision, sometimes the very same day. If you've been feeling mentally sluggish, or if your eyes feel tired and strained by the afternoon, this could be exactly what your body has been asking for. So here's how to use it. Take one medium raw beet, peel it, slice it, and juice it. If the earthy flavor is too strong, mix it with a small apple or half an orange. Drink it in the afternoon, ideally between 2 and 4 p.m. That's when most people hit that energy slump. You can even pair it with a quick walk around the block to really get that blood pumping. Just one glass a day, and your brain and eyes get the oxygen-rich blood they've been craving. Now, the next juice I'm about to show you is different. It doesn't just protect your brain and eyes, it actually helps rebuild what time has taken away. It's deep purple, it's packed with antioxidants, and most people completely overlook it. Stay with me because this one could change everything. Some foods protect you, but some foods actually help you rebuild. And blueberry juice does both. Blueberries are one of the richest sources of something called anthocyanins. These are powerful antioxidants that do more than just fight inflammation. They actually help your body create new brain cells. That process is called neurogenesis. And yes, even after 60, your brain can still grow new cells. A major study published in 2020 in the Journals of Gerontology tested this. Seniors who drank wild blueberry juice every day for 12 weeks had significant improvements in memory, processing speed, and even brain activity on MRI scans. The researchers found that anthocyanins cross the blood-brain barrier, reduce stress in the hippocampus, and boost something called BDNF. That's a protein that helps brain cells survive and grow. And for your eyes, blueberry juice is just as powerful. Anthocyanins protect retinal ganglion cells. These are the cells that send visual signals from your eye to your brain. A 2019 study in Molecular Vision found that regular intake of blueberry extract actually preserved retinal structure in older adults, even when their eyes were under stress. That's why blueberry juice is so effective. It doesn't just slow down decline, it supports regeneration in the very systems that keep you thinking clearly and seeing sharply. I had a patient named Helen. She was 74. She told me reading had become frustrating. The words would blur. Her brain felt slower. She started drinking blueberry juice every evening. Within a few weeks, she was back to doing her crossword puzzles, sharp, focused, and smiling again. If you want to try this yourself, here's what I recommend. Use about 1 cup of fresh or frozen wild blueberries. Blend them with a little water, or add half a banana if you want it thicker. Drink it in the evening, about 90 minutes before bed. That's when your brain starts its nightly repair cycle. These nutrients go straight to work. Blueberry juice won't fix everything overnight, but when you give your brain and eyes the right building blocks, they respond. They rebuild. Even after years, even after decades. Now we've covered 3 powerful juices, but there's one more. And honestly, it might be the most underrated of all. It's green, it's humble, and it just might be the ultimate drink for aging minds and tired eyes. Let me tell you about spinach juice. Spinach doesn't get the attention it deserves, but when you juice it, you unlock something incredible. Spinach is loaded with lutein and zeaxanthin. These are the same 2 compounds I mentioned earlier. But here's the thing. These carotenoids are actually stored in your macula. That's the central part of your retina that gives you sharp, detailed vision. As you age, the levels of these protective pigments drop. And that's when your macula becomes vulnerable to stress, UV damage, and inflammation. That's what causes blurry vision and macular degeneration. But spinach juice doesn't just protect, it helps repair. A 2020 study published in Nutrients found that higher levels of lutein and zeaxanthin in the blood were directly linked to better contrast sensitivity and faster visual processing. In simple terms, you see clearer and you process what you see faster. Now let's talk brain. Spinach is packed with folate, a B vitamin that's essential for making neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin. These are the chemicals that control your mood and motivation. But more importantly, folate regulates homocysteine, a compound that in high amounts is toxic to brain cells and strongly linked to memory loss. A 2018 trial in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults with low folate levels scored lower on memory and attention tests. When they restored folate through diet, their cognitive function improved measurably. Spinach also has vitamin K, which supports brain cell membranes and helps signals travel faster between neurons. What makes spinach juice so powerful is how all these nutrients work together. It's a perfect balance of antioxidants, vitamins, and anti-inflammatory compounds that protect, nourish, and reactivate dormant pathways. But there's one thing to watch out for. Spinach contains oxalates, which can interfere with calcium absorption. If you have kidney issues, talk to your doctor first. For everyone else, moderation is key. Here's what I recommend. Use 1 large handful of raw spinach. Mix it with a green apple or half a cucumber to balance the flavor. Juice it fresh and drink it mid-morning or before lunch when your body can absorb the nutrients without interference from heavy meals. Even 1 small glass can bring a rush of clarity to your vision and your thoughts. So now you know all 4 juices. Each one targets a different system, but together they form a complete, natural plan to support your brain and eyes as you age. And in the next part, I'm going to show you exactly how to combine them into one simple daily routine. The same routine I use with my own patients. Stay with me. Now that you know what each juice does, let me show you how to turn this into a simple daily plan. Something you can follow no matter how busy you are or how sensitive your stomach is. The key is to work with your body's natural rhythm. Your brain and eyes repair themselves the most while you sleep, but they also have peaks of activity during the day, especially in the morning and late afternoon. So here's how to support that rhythm. Start your day with carrot juice. Drink it in the morning, shortly after you wake up. It gives your retina the vitamin A and carotenoids it needs to reset and focus for the day ahead. If you take medication in the morning, you can drink it right after your first light meal. In the early afternoon, between 2 and 4 p.m., that's your window for beet juice. This is when your energy drops and circulation slows down. 1 small glass can restore mental sharpness and improve blood flow right when your brain needs it most. In the evening, about 90 minutes before bed, drink blueberry juice. This activates antioxidant pathways in your brain, boosts BDNF, and protects your retinal nerves while you sleep. And spinach juice? That's best earlier in the day, mid-morning or with lunch. The folate, vitamin K, and lutein support both your neurotransmitter balance and your macular repair. And they absorb better when your stomach isn't too full or too empty. Now, you don't need to drink all 4 juices every single day. You can rotate them. 2 juices a day is plenty, or focus on 1 for a full week, then switch. What matters is consistency, not perfection. These juices aren't magic pills, they're tools. But over time, they restore the small systems inside you that modern life wears down. The fragile blood vessels in your retina, the communication lines between brain cells, the memory circuits dulled by stress, inflammation, or simply time. You may not feel it on day one, but stay with it, because healing doesn't happen in a single night. It happens when you decide to support your body every day, a little at a time. And if you're wondering whether it's too late, let me answer that right now. Because no matter your age, no matter how long your eyes or memory have been slipping, there is still a path forward. Let me show you what that looks like. If you've made it to this point in the video, first, let me say thank you. That tells me something about you. You're not here just to watch another health tip. You're here because you believe, or at least hope, that it's not too late, that your eyes can still see clearly, that your memory can still come back, that your body, even now, can still heal. And you're right. I've spent over 30 years walking alongside older adults, some in their 60s, others in their 80s, who thought they had lost too much to recover. Too many missed names, too many blurred lines, too many moments of feeling like the world was slipping away. But I've seen how the smallest daily choices can turn everything around. A glass of carrot juice in the morning, beet juice in the afternoon to wake the brain, blueberry juice before bed to help your neurons rest and rebuild, spinach juice to feed your focus and your eyes during the day. It's not a miracle, but it is momentum, and that's often all your body needs. A little help, given consistently, with care. So if today is the day you decide to try, even just one juice, even just one change, then you've already done something powerful. Because the truth is, your brain and your vision haven't given up on you. They're just waiting for you to give them what they need. And it starts with what you pour into your glass. Thank you for spending your time with me today. If this video gave you something useful, some knowledge, some hope, or just a new idea, I would be honored if you'd tap the like button and share it with someone you care about. And if you want more gentle, science-backed ways to stay sharp and strong after 60, consider subscribing. We release new videos every week, always designed for people just like you. And please, let me know in the comments. Have you tried any of these juices? Which one are you most excited about? Let's keep learning. Let's keep healing. And above all, let's keep believing that our best years can still be ahead. This is Dr. James Coleman. Until next time, stay well and stay curious.